Hi, my name is Margaret Kim, and I am a former client of the Eve Center. I wanted to just share a little bit about how I came across the Eve Center. It's funny, actually. I was walking into a church to see a therapist. I was looking for counseling at that time, and there was a sign that was right in front of the church, and it was talking about the Eve Center, and that there were volunteer peer counselors, and I thought immediately that I could do that. I can be a volunteer peer counselor and I can help someone else as I'm walking into a church for counseling myself. And so a week goes by and I could just feel sort of the Holy Spirit nudging me in a way of um, looking more into the Eve Center. And it's funny that God really did tell me that, Margaret, you probably should go as a client, not as a volunteer peer counselor. And so it made me really curious about, who are the volunteer peer counselors? What is the Eve Center about? And I just really love the tagline, "We've been where you are." And so that made me kind of look into it deeper. So I filled out the intake and I was paired up with a VPC. And this woman was the most amazing, godly woman I've ever met. And the thing that really made an impression on me was that each of my sessions that I would walk into, she was already praying for me. She was in the Word praying for our session before it even began. And then as we would leave, she would pray for me as I left. And then during the week, she would make sure that I was feeling encouraged and lifted up in prayer. And just to know that she was with me during that season for me was huge. It made such a huge difference for me. I felt so supported and encouraged. But the biggest thing about that season, which is why I'm so thankful for the Eve Center, is that it is Christ-centered. And prior to that season for me, I knew the word grace. Churches use it a lot, and it's in songs, and you hear it in sermons. But I never fully understood what God's grace was and what it meant. And it just made this huge difference in my spiritual life. The cross all of a sudden looked different. And the Lord really pursued me pretty hard that season. And I am so thankful for my VPC in that season. I'm so grateful that God paired me with her. So I will forever have this special place in my heart for the Eve Center. And I know that it's coming to year end. And if you're looking for a charity or an organization to donate to for your year end gift, I would really encourage you to consider the Eve Center. It makes a huge difference in so many lives like it did mine.